Want to give you the update that just came out right now. So we know about that I-85 crash where a truck driver crashed into a van, and it looks like 8 people passed away from that. But here's the update here. The driver in the crash that killed 8 people is released from jail now, actually. It says the driver charged in the crash that killed 8 family members heading shopping is out of jail. You know, the Jackson County Sheriff Office confirmed that Kane Hammock was released on bond on Thursday night. A judge previously set his bond at $98,000. Hammock was charged with 8 counts of misdemeanor vehicular manslaughter, 1 count of misdemeanor feticide, and several traffic charges. Georgia State Patrol says Hammock was driving an unregistered truck on Interstate I-85 on Monday afternoon when he crashed, started a chain reaction that involved in several other cars. So the thing that I want to stay here, of course, rest in peace to the family when this happened. But, we talk a lot on this, including this segment about foreign truck drivers. But I also want to make this statement clear here. If you are a truck driver in America, you're born in America, you're an American citizen, and you are not driving correctly, and number 2, you don't speak English proficiently as well, then you also shouldn't be on the road. And that's just how I feel about this. There are bad apples, and it's not just all the foreign drivers, but yes, we need to get the illegal foreign drivers off the road, and you have to be able to speak English. It doesn't matter who you are. Straight up, that's just what you got to do. I've had drivers want to counsel me and subscribe for the channel. That's great, but it's about safety of the roads first. Let's get into today's video. Question of the day. Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy believes that foreign illegal drivers are the ones that are driving down the rates that are putting good American trucking companies out of business. Do you agree or not? Or do you believe that it's something else? For example, broker transparency.
Business for maybe 20, 30, 50 years. If you hire good Americans and you follow the law, you're going out of business because you can't compete with this foreign labor.
Right.
That's driving the cost of shipping down, but a family can't make money anymore.
Going on, Truckers, Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy has putting this on X that, he is really pushing for illegal truck drivers to be off the road. He says, appalling another tragic death on our roads. Here's what we know about this truck driver right here. Number 1, an illegal who spoke broken English. Number 2, operating a big rig without a CDL. Right. Number 3, currently held on ICE detainer. FMCSA is working closely with Indiana State Patrol to support their investigation. This is exactly why President Trump and I are working so hard to get dangerous foreign drivers off our roads. More to come.
Police say a semi-driver, Brako Stankovic here, swerved into oncoming traffic, hitting a Subaru head-on. The 54-year-old driver was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators say Stankovic did not have a valid commercial driver's license and was using a suspended license belonging to a family member.
This one right here needs to pass as soon as possible. This new bill would require a CDL test to be given only in English. So a new bill called Secure Commercial Driver's License Act of 2025 was introduced in the U.S. Senate on October 16th, with a similar version expected in the House on October 17th. The bill aims to make commercial driver's license rules stricter. So lawmakers say that the bill was created after, of course, that deadly crash in August at the Florida Turnpike. Everyone knows about this one, that U-turn that killed people, right? So this bill would require all CDL tests, including renewals and tests for non-U.S. residents, to be given only in English. Let the U.S. Secretary of Transportation suspend or take away a state's ability to issue certain CDLs if the state doesn't follow federal rules. Requires drivers to have a regular driver's license for at least 1 year before applying for a CDL. Supporters of the bill include Congressman Andy Barr from Kentucky, Senators Tom Cotton from Arkansas, and Tom Tuberville from Alabama, and Bill Haggerty from Tennessee. Congressman Barr criticized states like California for giving CDLs to undocumented immigrants, saying it goes against federal laws and puts public safety at risk. Now, here's the big thing, right? So these states, and there's over 27 states that allow a written knowledge portion of commercial driver's license tests to be in another language besides English. That's 27 states, right? And so you look at this, yeah, they got to do the test. They could do it in their language, but then after that, they can only do the road tests, right? The skills portion, all that stuff has to be in English already. So why make it confusing? If the other tests have to already be in English, then that should mean that all of the tests, including the written knowledge, should be in English, right? And so here is an example of that. Alabama, you can take it in English or Spanish. Arizona, English or Spanish. California, English, Spanish, and other languages. Colorado, Spanish or English. Connecticut, English or Spanish. Florida, English or Spanish. Hawaii, Spanish, and other languages. Illinois, Spanish or English. Indiana, Spanish or English. Maryland, Spanish or English. Massachusetts, Spanish and other languages. Right? Nevada, Spanish. New Jersey, you could take it in Spanish. New York, Spanish and others. North Carolina, Spanish. Oregon, Spanish and others. Pennsylvania, Spanish and others. Rhode Island, Spanish and other languages. Texas, Spanish. Virginia, Spanish and others. Washington gets a little bit more specific here. It says Spanish, Russian, Siberian, and Croatian. So, mud truckers, that is a problem. We have to nip this in the bud. This bill needs to definitely pass. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. But this is extremely important. And I think this is going to help the safety because you got to get it where it counts, right? And that's right in the beginning. And here's a driver here that states that, he's worried about his English proficiency. So he's staying in states like California because he feels that they are not as strict as other states.
Those states are tougher, as compared to California. People are running locally, They're scared of those rules, they don't want to, caught and all that stuff.
California has even stated that they will not put truck drivers that don't speak English out of service. And because of that, Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, is taking away $40 million of funds. So I get a personal email here that I thought was awesome. I had a truck driver ask me, what did you do that was recently cool that, surprised you a little bit and was fun? And so, honestly, I just got back from a conference where I actually met a rapper called Waka Flocka Flame. I know if you don't know anything about rap, then maybe you don't care. That's fine. But in my childhood, this guy was awesome, a legend, loved his music. And he actually likes trucking and owns trucks and has a trucking business. And we had a conversation about that. And I thought it was just so awesome that somebody that I listened to growing up, had an interest in trucking in that way. So just want to share that right there. Thought that was awesome, and it kind of made my day. And, just want to share that with the truck drivers that, care about what's going on in my life, but mud truckers, comment down below. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.